Back like we never left. BDA. It's been a minute. But I really wanted to talk about this One Piece episode. While I've been MIA, pretty much school, work, all that other stuff. But today we're here to talk about One Piece episode. Of course, I don't remember, but the Grand Fleet. The Grand Fleet has been formed. They all drank their son's sake cup, even though Luffy didn't drink his. And Luffy basically explained why he didn't want to drink the sake cup in this episode. He wants to be a free pirate and he doesn't want to be somebody that's important. And everyone looked at him weird. It was a very funny episode. Even Law looked at him weird, because if you're the Pirate King, you're going to be important no matter what. So they're like, yo, what are you talking about? But then Bartolomeo started understanding what he was talking about. And he just wants to sail the seas. And then they made their pact, whereas they are going to come and help Luffy, you know, if he ever needs it. And they swore loyalty to him. And Luffy even said, if you guys need help, you can call on us. And then, you know, if we need help, we'll call on you. It doesn't have to be some kind of formal arrangement. You know, we're guys, we're good. Okay, we're good. For most of this episode, that's what it was. The guys that got affected by Doflamingo getting defeated, they also showed up in this episode, and they formed an alliance to go against Luffy. And Fujitora dropped a rubble on their ships, and this shows that from the get, Fujitora didn't want to capture the Straw Hats because he had such control to pick up all the rubble from the country that got destroyed, and he could drop that rubble on the actual ships and not the people, because the people weren't actually on their ships, they were around them. So I feel like he could, you know, move his gravity to just the boardwalk or whatever and just have everything else fall everywhere, because he did that to the other ships. So Fujitora didn't want to catch them. Like I said, a lot of funny moments in this episode. Fujitora, he thanked the Straw Hats at the end of it. And he said, I shouldn't say this out loud, but thank you for fixing the government's mess. And Sengoku was right behind him. He said, yo, I heard you. And Fujitora's face was hilarious. We saw Zoro going to hugging Law and like pulling him because Zoro's a bit intoxicated. And Law has this face that's just classic, man. It's just, this episode, it was just them celebrating, and they had the montage. That montage at the end, yo, showing everything they went through on Dressrosa. It didn't show Sanji and those guys. I remember seeing Sanji, but it showed them arriving there. And it pretty much just gives you an overview of everything that went on in Dressrosa. It showed them arriving, showed them the interaction with Fujitora, Doflamingo, Law getting shot. It showed you all that, and it was just very well done, because Hard Knock Days was playing in the background. It was one of those feels episodes. It really did. And even the OST they switched up the OST like constantly, with Luffy giving a speech to the fleet being formed. It was done really well. I saw a preview to the next episode, and that's pretty much gonna be the Throne War speech. So I may be doing a live reaction to that. That should be really good, seeing Doflamingo talk about who's going to be the next Pirate King. That should be... let's just say I can't wait for that. But overall, 7, 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. It did what it had to do. I felt like it covered the source material very well. Not a lot of filler there. It stuck to the manga, and I enjoyed it. But let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. You thought it was dog shit. If you thought it was dog shit, fuck you. I'm joking. I'm half joking. But anyways, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you not. That'd be dope. Have a good day,
And he talked about basically the reunion and all that stuff. And I had mentioned this before about the onigiri. That he said that Mihawk and Verona eat onigiri, which might be a reference to Zoro.
Yeah.
Talked about the great sound of it's not